Valley Club, prepare for Mephisto right now. Gear Tier 19 is coming next week. Dark Dimension 7 is coming later this month. What you need to do to get ready right now. We also have the Superior 6 becoming farmable next week and some easily obtainable resources for the 6th anniversary. What can you expect and what can you expect from next month-long milestone event? We got all the details in this jam-packed video. And if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope you are all ready for Mephisto. Yeah, he is coming later this month. Dark Dimension 7 is coming. Gear Tier 19 is coming next week, as well as a bunch of other stuff, and we got all the latest to get you ready for it. But before we get to that, this is your first time here or you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually it's more. We've got all the latest to help you, keep you up to date in Marvel Strike Force, helping your experience to be the best as possible. But without further ado, let's go check out the advanced copy of the blog post. Here is your battle plan commanders for March 2nd through the March 8th. So starting on March 3rd, you're gonna get an orange gear blitz. So instead of the normal premium orb red star blitz, we're gonna get this orange gear blitz. And this is gonna give extra points for the red letter day milestone event that is going on right now in the game. So get set for that. Now, again, it's just milestone points. There's no orb fragments like you're gonna get from Sword Satellite. And this is mainly to break the ties that may have been created with Sword Satellite. March 4th, the next day, Monday, is when Dawn of Time, which is gonna be the next month-long milestone event. All these events are beginning. The first event is going to be this Primordial Avenger, where you're going to need to battle in war. You're going to get more time, more points for using the Out of Time and earning ancient orb fragments from ISO 8 campaign. So start saving your ISO 8 energy right now. It's also associated web milestone, where you're going to need to score points by earning blitz credits for that. Iron Fist is going to be the blitz, and then also next Monday is going to be the Marvel Strike Force 6th anniversary celebration. So this is going to be a lot of different events, but it's going to require very minimal gameplay. It's basically just a lot of free stuff, but their way of introducing it is with these campaigns and everything. We're going to go over some of it, but the rest of the blog post is going to come out on Monday for this. But for this, you're going to collect currency from daily objectives, spend energy in the campaign mission 6 times to strikes. March 5th is going to be the release of Cosmic Ghost Rider, and March 6th, the next day, is when we're getting Gear Tier 19, and we are starting in Alliance Milestone. We're going to need to battle and blitz with the Hive Mind and collect allied supplies 4 orb fragments, not 3. I think the chart still says 3. And it is pretty similar to the milestone events that we got going on right now with the Alliance. And March 8th, next week, Quick Rumble Blitz is going to be with S.H.I.E.L.D. And sometime next week, we don't have a date at this point, Kraven the Hunter is going to the Raid Store and the Raid Orb. Spider Slayer going to the Blitz Store and the Blitz Orb, and Lizard is going to the Hard Campaign Heroes 5-9. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, he will have a normal release. He'll be available in an orb for 675 power cores as usual. There'll be some offers, there'll be other stuff, and if you want that costume, that green costume for Green Goblin, this is where you're gonna get that final piece for that. 6th anniversary is gonna start on March 4th, so next week, Monday, and this is gonna be the 6th time to strike event, and this is gonna be a celebration. Deadpool is gonna be the host, and you're gonna feature Kestrel, Deathpool, Spider-Weaver, and Val. All the original characters are gonna be featured in these missions as well. Join the crew as they traverse through the metaverse in an effort to correct the timeline for Deadpool's thirst for fun, rewrites the history books as Strike knows it. So you're gonna have a month-long adventure, 3 difficulties, story, normal, and bonus. So kind of like the showcase events where we have a event going on in conjunction with a month-long milestone event. Each difficulty is gonna have 4 chapters. Each chapter has 4 missions. Chapter 1 begins on March 4th. A new chapter is gonna be released each week of the anniversary, and the data mines did show that there's 4 of these total weeks for this. So for the trait requirements for each difficulty, the story difficulty, the easiest difficulty, no requirements. The normal difficulty is gonna have some of these requirements here. Mission 2, 1 to 2, no requirements. 3, 4, hero, missions 5 through 8, city characters, missions 9 through 12, global characters, and missions 13 to 16, cosmic characters. And with the bonus difficulty, it should be pretty easy. I mean, like auto difficulty for long time players, and it should be no challenge here. But it's like I said, just pretty much free stuff. The restrictions do get a little bit more on this bonus difficulty. Missions 1 to 2, no restrictions. 3, 4 needs Kestrel, Nick Fury, and 3 heroes. Missions 5 through 8 require Kestrel, Nick Fury, Deathpool, and 2 city heroes. Missions 9 through 12 require Kestrel, Deathpool, Spider Weaver, and 2 global characters. And missions 13 to 16 requires Kestrel, Deathpool, Spider Weaver, and Val. So all the characters there. The rewards, character shards, gold, training orbs, origin gear, diamond promotion credits, and more. So yes, this, like I said, should be pretty easy. There should be no reason to not participate in all this stuff. And one of the things that you can get for this is Deathpool Strike Anniversary costume, new portrait frame, and a diamond for Deathpool. So good rewards, not extremely great rewards, but a lot better than any anniversary type events that we've had in the past is what we can expect. Week 1, you're gonna need to collect Nick Fury's eye patch. And if you don't already have Nick Fury's anniversary costume, you could also collect that in this. Also getting some gold training orbs as well. Gear Tier 19 is being released on March 6th. And it's going to be called Demonic Gear. So Teal Gear was called Augmented Gear. The red gear, which I'm assuming is going to be red, is going to be Demonic Gear. As you equip pieces towards Gear Tier 19, you enjoy a gradual power increase instead of the bulk power that we've had with Gear Tier 18. So be on the lookout for Demonic Gear in future events. You'll need it for upcoming missions. And Dark Dimension 7, that is coming March 20th. Mark your calendars, Commander. This is when you need to get all your characters upgraded if you want to get it on day 1. And I know there's going to be some players that get this stuff on day 1. For most players, it's going to be a month to month grind to get all this stuff. And hopefully we can get this before the end of the year. But like they've described in the past, missions 1 through 3, no trait requirements. Missions 4 and 5, city, non-legend, non-mythic characters. Missions 6 and 7, global, non-mythic, non-legendary characters. Missions 8 through 9, cosmic, non-mythic, non-legendary characters. Mission 10 is gonna be your legendary characters, and I'm assuming non-mythic legendary characters, even though it doesn't say that here. And 12 is gonna be 12 and 13 mythic characters. So those are your previous Dark Dimension characters, and the characters, they actually have that mythic trait in the game right now. Rewards for this, well, it is going to be Mephisto. Is there any other reward that you could want other than Mephisto? I know you want the gear and all that stuff, but in terms of characters, Mephisto is the latest characters. The Lord of Lies, Prince of Darkness, Evil Incarnate, whatever name you want to call this demon, it's coming to Marvel Strike Force when Dark Dimension 7 is released. And yeah, you'll also get Mega Gold Orb Fragments when you beat Dark Dimension 7, Diamond Orb Fragments, Gear Tier 19, Mini Uniques, and a lot more. And yes, the Strike Blitz is going to happen on March 3rd. That is going to be the last event for this Red Letter Day, and that's kind of serving as a tiebreaker. Again, this is milestone points for Red Letter Day, no orb fragments in particular. So yes, you can't get extra Black Knight shards, unfortunately, from this. Reclaim Friday, make sure you get these because this is the important one, ladies and gentlemen. 30,000 Carnage Symbiote Orb Fragments, Star Brand, 5 shards are good, but this is gonna make the difference between you completing the month-long milestone event for February or not. And again, this is what it's gonna look like here, the Star Brand shards. 30,000 of these Carnage Symbiote vials, so don't forget this. All this stuff is here as well, and that stuff is really, really good. And we have a new month-long milestone event starting on Monday, the Dawn of Time. As usual, there's going to be main milestones, 4 main missions. There's going to be 4 quick rumble blitzes and 3 alliance milestone. The big point items that you need to get is this T-Rex tooth, Astral Meteorite, Cosmic Tire, and the Patriot coin. And the big thing that you need to collect is these hourglasses. That's going to be the main thing. So instead of symbiote vials for this season, it's going to be hourglasses next season. And as far as the schedule here, well, you have the Primordial Avenger starting on March 4th, and we have the details for that coming up in just a little bit. Historic Heist is going to start March 11th. Eternal Vengeance is starting March 18th, and Forever Patriot is starting on the 25th. So obviously, that's probably when Iron Patriot is getting released. Quick Rumble Blitzes is going to feature S.H.I.E.L.D., Young Avengers, Deathseed characters, and the MSF original characters. So, you know, Kestrel, Owl, Deathpool, Spider Weaver, those characters, those are the ones that you're going to need for this blitz as well. And Alliance Milestone, Allied Engines, Machines of War, and another Allied Engines. And yes, get even more points from daily free claims, so make sure you're claiming all your stuff. And of course, there is going to be a leaderboard. And taking a brief look at the rewards for next month's month-long milestone event, we have character shards from a variety of different characters. Lizard, Forge, Sunspot, Spider Slayer, Craven, and a bunch others. So yes, you're kind of getting a repeat of some of these characters to kind of catch up on some character shards you may have missed in previous events. Also, lots of gold, lots of gear, and lots of good stuff as well. As far as the leaderboard, well, there are gonna reward some diamond fragments and a bunch of good stuff. So hopefully the points are calculated for this month, and hopefully they don't have to go back and recalculate a lot of extra stuff like they have in the past, like they had to do this month actually. And the first event for Dawn of Time is that Primordial Avenger. This is the release event for Starnak, aka Starbrand. What you need to do is engage in Alliance War battles. You're getting even more points for using the Out of Time team and earning Ancient Rage Orb fragments from campaign ISO 8 campaign nodes. So this is what you get for rewards. You're getting Starbrand character shards, Diamond Orb shards, meteoric items, the T-Rex tooth, which is the big point item for the month-long milestone. That's going to start on March 4th. And associated web milestone is going to be earning blitz credits. So taking a look at these milestones here, 1 blitz credits is 1 point. So that's what you can get there. 7-day event, 30,000 total points. We're going to take a look at how much blitzing you actually need to do to get all of these. Take a look at the calculations for WoW Genesis. Like I said, it is a 7-day total web milestone event. You need 30,000 blitz credits to get all the points here. And if we use these calculations, 15 average blitz credits per win, 50 teams. I know there's more. Some people have less. It's going to be about 750 per rotation. So if you can get more wins than this, you're going to get more rotation. If you don't have as many save squads or aren't able to get more wins, you have to do a few more rotations, but shouldn't be that bad. 40 total rotations if you're using this math over the course of 7 days is a little less than 7 rotations or 6 rotations per day. For all that, what you could get if you were willing to grind all this blitz, 36,000 milestones points straight up, 4,000 of those ancient orb fragments, ancient rage orb fragments, which means 40,000 total points from the web milestones for the Primordial Avenger. Going to the milestone calculations for this, you're getting points for getting those ancient orb fragments, 1 point per orb fragment that you earn. Also, winning and losing a war battle, pretty generous with these limits. Less than 8 battles per war is what you need. So that's way less than 10. Out of Time in war, you're getting some pretty easy limits here. And even with just Captain Carter and Captain America, you can get these limits over the course of 3 wars. Black Knight, I have not used these in the calculations, neither of any of these other characters as well. To me, you don't have these, but if you do all of these, get some pretty good stuff. And the minimum that you want to get to is right here, this T-Rex tooth. That is the meta item. You also have a lot of Starbrand shards in here. If you get to these kind of whaley milestones, you get some diamond orb fragments as well. But looking at the calculations for this, the Primordial Avenger is a 7-day milestone. Milestone 11, again, that is a T-Rex tooth. That's where you need to get to 88,000 points. And if we take the points from the web points, 40,000. Again, that is if you do all of your blitz rotations, get all the blitz points, 40,000 points. Winning and losing war battles, again, those are the limits that are pretty easy to get, less than or exactly 8 battles per war. You should be doing more than that anyway, but 24,000 points. And if you're using your Out of Time members, just Captain America and Captain Carter can get you an extra 2,500 points. You add up all of those, that is 66,500 points. And that is before spending any ISO 8 energy on these fragments. That is a difference of 21,500 points. And you're getting 650 free ISO 8 energy per day. That is before any power core spending. That is just with your ISO 8, your web claim, and your free claim. So making sure that you don't top off on any of your energy for free over the course of 7 days. 4,550 total free energy, which if we use that dividing, assuming you're spending no power cores, 5 orb fragments per energy will be really, really good. It means you need to spend 0 power cores. If it's a little less than that, you would need to spend a few power cores to get to this. And of course, if you are a member of the Discord, there should be some calculations for brother. You lost a star in the Discord as soon as it is up. So make sure you check out the calculations for that to see where you could potentially get to. And there is also an associated web alliance milestone with this. This is going to start a few days later on March 6th. And for this, pretty easy. It's very similar to the events that we have going on right now. The alliance milestone we have going on right now, where you need to battle in raids, getting even more points with a hive mind. And for this, you're going to need to get alliance supply 4 orb fragments. So let's go take a look at the calculations for this. Should be pretty easy to get to all these points here. Now, this calculations does say Alliance Orb 3 fragments. I'm assuming that it is just a miscalculation. I'm assuming this is Alliance Orb 4 fragments, but playing the raid battles per day should be easy to get these limits if you have a pretty engaged alliance. Same thing with these hive mind characters. You should have most of these characters already, or at least your alliance has these. Someone in alliance should have these to do these sections per node. And one strategy some people are doing, like Purple Sticky mentioned yesterday, if you have some players in your alliance that have these 7 or 6 red star characters, well, have them go on those nodes, lose every single battle, and then someone else could go in and win just to maximize these points. But again, even without that, should be pretty easy to get. Milestone 16 is where you need to get all these hourglass points. Taking a look at the calculations for this, again, it's a 5-day milestone. Milestone 16. 530,000 points is going to get you all the hourglasses, so anything above that is just kind of free stuff. Raid battles, doing all those raid battles, getting to that limit is going to get you 300,000 points. Raid battles with Hive Mind, 195,000 points. And if you open your ally supply 3, I said 3 there, it should be 4, or fragments, and they've given various amounts of this. 500 has been the minimum. They've also given 1,000. They've also given 2,000 per day, but assuming the minimum 5,000 or 500 per day, 24 alliance members over the course of 5 days, 60,000 points if everybody's claiming theirs. And just with all this stuff here, you're getting 555,000 points. So pretty easy to get those milestones. That should get you more than what you need for milestone 16. And that is without any 5-star Hive Mind characters. You can get this stuff. Next week's Quick Rumble Blitz will feature shield characters. And of course, everything in the blog is always subject to change. So everything in this video is subject to change. Hopefully this video did give you some value and give you some insight in what you need to do to prepare for next week and Mephisto arriving later this month. If this video did give you some value, leave it a like. It is free for you and it helps out the channel. And if you want to check out how to get more gold, more training mats in preparation for all this stuff, check out the video from earlier this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.